Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 unusual children you have to see to believe. There are billions of kids in the world, but here are a few that will blow your mind. From kids who don't age to the child with the most amazing skin of all time. Be sure to check out all of these unusual children and at the end vote in the poll for the most unusual. But first, be sure to subscribe and press the notification bell too. Coming in at number 10 we have Gabby Williams. This little girl has the weight, face and body of a newborn baby and still wears diapers. However, Gabby is actually 9 years old. People often don't like getting older, but Gabby literally can't. She's in the USA and has 5 siblings, but despite being the second oldest child, she's the smallest. Her condition is so rare it's unnamed as it's one of a kind. All of her school friends and siblings age, but Gabby stays the same. Some say that Gabby's condition is like what Benjamin Button had in the Brad Pitt movie. Doctors have worked out it takes her 4 years to age just 1 year. Meaning that she'll be 84 by the time she seems like 21. Other than her condition, Gabby still enjoys life and has been very brave to overcome it. When she was born, her parents expected the worst. However, luckily Gabby was okay and her parents Mary and John said they were relieved. Next up is Deepak Kumar Paswan. We all know humans born with 2 arms and 2 legs. But that's what makes this young boy from India so special and amazing. When this boy was born, he was called Octo Boy by the media. This is because he had a pair of extra arms and a pair of extra legs growing out of his chest. This made it very hard for him not only doing day-to-day activities but also because of his community. Some said he was a reincarnation of the devil because in some Indian villages people believe that's what deformities mean. But why did Deepak have 8 limbs in the first place? Well, when his mom was pregnant, there was a malfunction which caused him to fuse with his twin. This meant he had many extra limbs and made him one of the most extraordinary kids on the planet. However, in 2010, Deepak turned 8 and that was the year his life changed. You'll be pleased to know he had surgery which allowed him to have 4 limbs just like other people. After 32 hours, doctors were able to successfully remove the extra arms and legs. Next up is Luo Hao. We see memes online every day, but who are the people behind memes? Have you ever seen this meme called Chinese boy on phone? Well, the boy behind this is 4-year-old Luo Hao. Despite his young age, he's obese and weighs 5 times the size of other kids his age. He eats 3 large bowls of rice for dinner every single day. His daily routine involves sitting, sleeping and eating a lot. He's 9.5 stone and actually finds it hard to stand up sometimes. He was a normal weight when he was born, but his dad says he's baffled as to how he's grown so much. When he hit the headlines, many were quick to blame Luo's parents for his weight. However, his parents insist that no matter how much they restrict his diet and make him exercise, he still gains a ton of weight. This has led to some saying he may have a condition which causes him to gain a great amount of weight. The meme comes from an article posted on ChinaNews.com in 2010 when Luo was first put in the media. Next up is Georgina McConnell. Picture a bodybuilder in your head. You're probably imagining some kind of huge man, but this 19-year-old French girl is actually one of the most viral bodybuilders in the world right now. She went viral literally days ago because of her diet of 6 meals a day. She mainly eats turkey and eggs every single day. And of course her schedule includes hours of intense workouts daily. She's very young, she's still a teen, but wows professional bodybuilders by posting videos to muscleappeal.com. Also, despite her age and not being the biggest bodybuilder ever, she actually may be able to make her physique into a career pretty soon. She already has a lot of followers and who knows, she also may win money from competitions too. Next up on the list is Edam. Back in 2013, a very unique baby was born. The baby had a very dark complexion and later turned out to be the world's darkest baby. He soon hit headlines and went viral not only in newspapers around the world but online too. The baby was born in South Africa and was named Edam after he was born. People in the hospital, including nurses and doctors who witnessed hundreds of births a day, were amazed by Edam. Since then, he's actually made visits back to the hospital and a recent image of Edam playing with the nurse who delivered him went viral. However, things aren't all good for Edam. For example, in some African countries, people believe in witchcraft and black magic. At first, some people in his village rejected him, saying his skin was too dark. However, he now lives normally in South Africa and is kind of a local celebrity who people often like to take pictures with. Next up is Richard Sandrak. This boy was dubbed the Little Hercules a few years back. This is because when he was just 11 years old, he was the world's strongest boy. Photos of him showing off a 6-pack of abs and his massive biceps went viral. His parents were a martial arts champion and an aerobics instructor. They hired a personal trainer for their son to make him massive. However, when this went public in the press, people were angry at his parents as they said it was unnatural for a child to be this big. But in 2017, new photos of Richard came out that surprised everyone. He's now 24 and has a very average body. He turned his back on wanting to become a bodybuilder as he only really did it because of his parents in the first place. However, Richard hasn't lost ambition as he now wants to work for NASA. People were stunned when they saw his transformation, but at least he's now following his true passions instead of doing stuff he doesn't want to. Next up is Xianhang. We've already seen one child with amazing skin. Now there was no problem with Edam's skin, it was just one of a kind. But Pan from China's skin is not only one of a kind, but is down to a severe condition. He's 8 years old and is called Fish Boy by his neighbors. This is because he has a rare skin condition called ichthyosis, which makes your skin very dry. Because his skin is dry, it makes his skin scaly like a fish, which explains the nickname. Only around 1.5 million people are born with this condition. The bad thing is, this is an inherited condition that his dad has, but nowhere near as bad as Pan, and Pan's kids will have it too. And another bad thing about ichthyosis is that it isn't yet curable. But seeing as Pan is only 8, who knows, perhaps in a few years there will be a cure now that he's brought his condition to the public attention. Let me know your thoughts on Pan's skin, and which skin do you find most interesting, Pan's or Edan's? Next up we have Fu Wengui. Seeing someone with a long neck is hardly amazing. However, this is not the case for one 15-year-old boy from Beijing, China. Fu suffers from a condition that makes his neck super long. This causes him some pain and discomfort as well. The average vertebrae in the neck is 7, but Fu's is a 10. These press on his nerves and sometimes even make it hard for him to walk. This causes Fu to never go out as it can hurt him and he feels conscious of his very long neck. He was just 6 when the problem started with his neck. However, now at the age of 15, he's making plans with the hospital in China to carry out some kind of treatment for him. Fu says all he wants is to have a normal neck, and I hope he gets one too. Fu says all he wants is a normal neck, and I hope he gets one soon. Next up is Giuliano and Claudio Stroe. These are the 2 strongest kids in the world, and they're actually twins. They're only 9 and 7 years old and have the body of an older bodybuilder. They used to work out for 2 hours a day, but now they work out for 7 hours a day. They can do things that would make some pretty strong men cry in defeat. They both hold the world record for 90-degree vertical press-ups and holding onto a pole horizontally. They can lift 4-kilogram dumbbells and use them for hours a day. Their dad is also a bodybuilder, which is how they got into it. But when the Stroe twins became famous a few years back, many people got angry at their dad for making his sons do this. However, perhaps their bodybuilding is a good thing, as the kids can now make a career and money from it. Let me know your thoughts on the super strong yet super small Stroe twins. I can understand why some people would be slightly annoyed at their dad, but then again it does make them money. And coming from a very poor family in Romania, they really do need it. Videos of them have gone viral many times, gaining millions and millions of views. And their Facebook fan page has hundreds of thousands of likes. They do get some critical comments on their Facebook, and the dad actually does get some bad mail, but then again, perhaps it's all worth it seeing as they're so successful. Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the most amazing kid on this list. And be sure to check out my second channel too. There'll be a life hack video on screen in a moment, so click it and why not check it out. Also, if you comment on the video, I will be replying to most comments. So what are you waiting for? Get over there and have a good chance of chatting to me in the YouTube comments. But as always, check out some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.